So this is the last topic. So let us study about the judiciary. Okay, judiciary is basically that organ of the government which seeks to provide justice, and judiciary comprise of all the courts. Before the coming of the British, the Indian followed laws based on local customs and traditions. For some times, the British did not intervene with the existing system. They decided that British laws would apply only to the Europeans. However, the existence of two sets of laws created confusion. Now they are saying until Britishers did not arrive, जब तक Britishers नहीं आए थे, India basically followed laws which were based on customs and which were based from traditions, or you can say maybe which were followed through our ancestors, because our ancestors were following certain laws, so we started following certain laws. So when Britishers came to India, they actually did not intervene in our own laws which were based upon our customs and traditions. But and also British though had their own kind of laws, but that laws were only implemented to the British people who came to India. But what was the problem? Slowly and steadily there was a confusion, because in India there were Indian laws also, okay, जो काफ़ी टाइम से चले आ रहे थे, and then there were British laws also, so it created a lot of confusion. So after a period of time, British basically excluded everything and only one set of law was run in the country. The Bengal of Regulation of 1793 stated that justice should be based on written laws and regulations instead of old customs and traditions. So there was this act, the Bengal Regulation. Bengal Regulation लगाया Britishers ने, and उन्होंने कहा that everything which is part of the laws वो written होना चाहिए, okay, it should be written, and there should be some regulations on that, and old customs and traditions, it should, instead of old customs जो बहुत टाइम से चले आ रहे हैं, there should be written and there should be regulations, उस पर regulate होना चाहिए, उस पर देखा जाना चाहिए कि किस तरीके के वो laws है, क्या वो fruitful laws है या नहीं. So some of the Indian traditions were written down in the form of laws and regulations. This made laws uniform and easier to enforce. So what happened after this regulation, that is the Bengal Regulation, few laws from India, they were actually written down जो पहले से चले आ रहे थे. Okay, now what happened, this made uniform laws and easier to enforce. Uniform means एक जैसा. So अब एक जैसा law इंडिया में prevail कर रहा था and it was easy to enforce. Now उसको implement करना बहुत easy हो गया था. Warren Hastings and Lord Cornwallis gave proper shape to judicial setup. They set up civil courts, okay, that civil courts, they were called the Diwani Adalats, and criminal courts were called the Faujidar Adalats at the district level, okay. So at the district level we had two kinds of court that were introduced by the Warren Hastings and Lord Cornwallis. So two kinds of courts were there. One was criminal court, so anything that was related to crime or killing or murder, that kind of issues used to go to criminal courts, and they were called the Faujidar courts. And anything like property disputes or any general kind of rivalries or some things, they used to go to the civil courts known as Diwane Adalats, and both of these courts were at the district level. In 1833, a new law commission was appointed to codify Indian laws. It compiled the Indian Penal Code (IPC). So in 1833, a commission set up हुआ था, which was the law commission, and through law commission we basically Britishers basically formed the Indian Penal Code and established principles of rule of law. Now what is this rule of law? Rule of law means everybody is equal in front of the law, and anybody breaking that law will have a punishment. That means everybody is equal in front of laws. So 1833 में क्या हुआ, लॉ कमीशन वॉज सेटअप, एंड उन्होंने इंडिया के लिए इंडियन पेनल कोड दैट इज़ IPC बना दिया. बेसिकली हर चीज़ को बहुत रिटन वे में, बहुत स्ट्रॉन्गर वे में रेगुलेट किया, एंड रूल ऑफ लॉ का प्रिंसिपल इम्प्लीमेंट किया. दैट इज़ कोई भी छोटा बड़ा नहीं है लॉ के सामने, एवरी वन इज़ इक्वल. सो इफ़ एनी वन इज़ ब्रेकिंग द लॉज दे विल गेट पनिशमेंट फॉर दैट. It means equality before law as it profess the idea of one law for all. Also इस प्रिंसिपल से क्या हुआ, वन लॉ फॉर ऑल. नाउ इट वाज इजी. इनिशियली इट वर टू लॉज, इंडियन लॉज डिफरेंट थे, ब्रिटिशर्स लॉज डिफरेंट थे, तो जस्टिस का सिस्टम was a really confusing and a difficult system. Now one law for all, there was one law which everybody practiced. This however was seldom practiced. The Europeans and Indian continued to try in separate courts, but they are saying this was initially hardly practiced. Indian used to go practice their way of justice and European used to prefer their way of justice. The Britishers had come to India as traders. Soon they became conquerors. By the middle of the 19th century, that is 1850s, the Britishers were the supreme powers in India. A large part of country was under their direct control. A few kingdoms that remained independent were indirectly under British influence. India was turned into a British colony. Now they are saying how this paragraph is basically a summary to the chapter, that how initially when Britishers came they were just merchants and traders, and slowly and steadily by the middle of 19th century, that is 1850s, उन्होंने पूरे इंडिया को बहुत स्ट्रांगली कैप्चर कर लिया था, and they started controlling India, and they were very, almost all India was under Britishers, and there were very less land, or which we can say which was not under the Britishers. But इफ़ इट वॉज नॉट अंडर द ब्रिटिशर्स, उसका ये मतलब नहीं है ब्रिटिशर्स वहाँ पे कंट्रोल नहीं करते थे, दे वर इनडायरेक्टली कंट्रोल्ड बाय द ब्रिटिशर्स. एंड हाउ बाय 1850s there was a strong hold of Britishers on India. Okay, so now here the chapter is completed. So if in case you have any doubt, go through the videos regularly, understand it. You can pause the video if you are not able to understand the previous meaning. In case you still have any doubts, you can contact me any day.